It's the last red carpet of TIFF 2024 for Andrea and Bonnie. SNAK out.
I mean, I'm obviously just very curious to see what comes of the documentary being out in the world. Obviously, when we announced Fanatical, tons more victims came forward. So obviously part of me is nervous about what will come of us finally talking about this publicly. But mostly I'm hoping that people will, on a base level, I just hope people find it entertaining, but I hope that there's some lessons to be learned about listening to your instincts and being careful on the internet. And obviously there's some social commentary in it as well about the parasocial relationship between public figures and fans. We've always tried to treat our audience as people that are just like us. It could easily be us, just people who like our music, and we've always had so much respect for them. And I think there's a bit of entitlement that's coming out lately. I think social media plays into that or inspires that. We're so used to getting like, here's my favorite celebrity, here's them in their house, here's them with their children, here's them teaching me how to make penne. And it's like, there's gotta be a line somewhere, people. We can't live our whole lives in front of the camera. So I hope this film starts to just be a part of that conversation about the fact that, like, as public figures, we have to be able to say no. It's like, there's some dangerous people out there. So we're hoping for a lot, but I think on a base level, I just hope people enjoy it.
This is the first time I've interacted with people, like just today, that have actually seen the film, besides the inner circle. It's really exciting, and I think, I'm sort of relieved because I think that sometimes like a conversation like this can feel very niche, like it can feel very like this happened to us and it's very unique. But I think because of the conversation that's happening right now about the internet and social media, not just celebrity, but like my friends who have kids who are getting their first cell phone, who are worried about them being on social media or them being portrayed in ways that might hurt their future, or I don't know, all the things we all know, right? Like, so these are conversations that I think are like certainly adjacent to this conversation, and I think it helps humanize the story a little bit. In the film, Tegan is talking with a number of victims who express very honestly that they couldn't even begin to imagine how this could have possibly affected Tegan. The idea is that Tegan is so insulated by fame, by celebrity, by wealth, whatever it is they imagine, that this wouldn't have upset her the way that it did, or that it wouldn't have affected our lives the way that it did. And so, I think that's a bigger conversation socially and culturally around power and power dynamics. The way that we spread hate online, the way that we so arbitrarily talk about each other online in these vicious ways. That doesn't just happen to famous people or politicians. We do it to each other. And I think that this film sort of fits neatly into that like larger conversation that's happening right now. So